By the time we got back to Hout Bay, a trip of about an hour, we arrived in the early hours, and this one unfortunately didn't make it.
Or female.
Francois always takes a bit of time out when a seal passes away to spend a bit of time alone as he sends him back into the sea. I know at times like this I've just got to keep my distance a bit when filming. Ready where the weak ones are.
Hey guys, new home, eh? Hey guys, oh, it's a bush. Morning guys. Hey, morning. Yes. We're hungry. Are we hungry? Hey, stinky poos, hey?
Yeah, I have been doing that.
Okay, let's go guys. Hey guys.
Now I apologize in advance for the poor audio quality we have here. We are in the base of a operational fish factory which makes ice 24/7. We are also exposed to the elements a lot here.
Here we go.
Francois taken a rough shell of a structure and built this centre from scratch. He wanted to have a seal centre and decided this was the place on the pier in Hout Bay. No permission, no permits, nothing in writing from the fish factory. He just took over the building, and with no previous experience, he started the centre. The pups from the previous year looking on. In nature, this is a sign that it's time to hit the road and start to fend for themselves. The new pups were here.
Then you got what we get. Whoa, yeah. Come on, you.
Francois developed this tube feeding technique and found it was the best way to get nutrition into a seal. A bottle simply didn't work.
Not the best. Take it out. Watch your camera, you're not going to whip it up. It's okay. Eh? Hello, Kati. Oh, the bush. Yeah. Yes, Bumblebee. Hey? Bumblebee? Hey? Oh, that's got big one. Oh, yes. Hey? How are you? That's some space.
Forming a close bond with the pups is really a central part of how he approaches things. It's definitely a love will conquer all approach in getting them through the tough road that lies ahead. For the year-old pups, this is a stressful and confusing time. Their mum has just got a bunch of orphaned pups to take care for possibly a whole year.
Oh, little baby. Oh, Hey?
This guy's the strongest one.
Yeah. Well, if they haven't got an umbilical cord, then they're over 4 days. Umbilical cord falls off after 4 days. So these are just guys that's been starving to death. You've had no food, eh? You were hungry, boo-boos, eh? Oh,
Took really the weak ones that are like in the crevices and stuff. These oaks wouldn't have had a chance.
no, just... And they got nothing, I mean, eh? Got no food.
How long can they last for that?
Don't know. Probably 2 weeks, maybe. Okay, you want to go down? We're gonna put you in that other, because you guys are very weak. Okay. And you're gonna, see, oops. I'm gonna put them in there.
You'll notice this little film is a bit longer than the others I've uploaded so far. I really wanted to give viewers a sense of the routine he goes through on a daily basis. Quite monotonous, but this is a 24/7 operation.
Oh, kata. Morning. Oh, kata. Come on. Oh, hey. Hello, you. Hey. Guys are more than weaker.
I must say, as a filmmaker, I'm really enjoying the process a lot of just going direct to consumer, or direct to viewer, if you like. We get to see this footage and share a story that hasn't been filtered and changed by a network or a broadcaster. Something that's quite unique to me. Telling it authentically is really the only thing that counts as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Let's get down.
So I'd really appreciate it if you would just subscribe and like. After all, you've slightly intrigued by the story up until now, and we're going to travel this journey together and unravel this incredible story over the next while. I don't want it to be a terribly sad, or it's actually a very uplifting series. I think it's talks a lot about the power of the human spirit and overcoming impossible odds to achieve something that even is difficult to imagine. I'm always amazed how quickly these little new pups take to having a tube put down their throats into their stomachs. I mean, one has to really remember these are wild animals that have never seen a human till a few hours ago. Francois tried various types of formulas over the years. Most were centered around liquidized fish with some special additives. I don't know if I'd done something terrible visiting the seal colony that day and bringing back these pups.
No, mommy. Hey?
I know how dedicated Francois is, and he tries utmost to rear these orphans at whatever cost.
Absolutely stunning.
Okay, who's next? Who's next? Who was me? Oh, guys are weaker, boss.
These were really the bad ones. Those were kind of walking back towards their mom. Didn't have a chance. I can see, looking at this footage, he's more worried than usual. These pups seem so weak.
Hold on, I'll go back to the shop. I don't think they're gonna last long in that. I mean, to starve a baby, till it's from birth is. But you're in a safe place. So the other one died on the way.
About half an hour ago.
These were the worst.
I mean, even strong guys we've had are like that. These are so like really better. These are like these guys. You know? Yes, man. Okay, we got maybe. In the morning. Why is it so wet in there?
It's just then.
Is it?
They were quite wet themselves.
Oh, were they wet themselves?
Yeah. They were near some water.
There you go. There you go. Okay, come ready.
Seeing what's set there.
It's so tricky to get anything into these tiny pups. Get it wrong, and they could choke on their first meal. As he works with the pups and gently tries to coax any life out of them and sort of encourage them to carry on, he often describes how there's a kind of a warmth that comes through his hands, and he can feel an energy coming through them. I don't know much about this stuff, so if you've experienced that, or how about a comment, I'd be very curious to hear your story. Filming Francois over the years has been a very surreal experience, almost like stepping into a parallel universe with his work. He does so out of the norm, so unusual, and I suppose it's his isolation and the way he does things mostly alone. I felt quite privileged to be invited into this world, even if it was just for a while. I was in his seal world, as he'd call it, and part of the family, but then I'd have to kind of leave again.
They're dry much.
Only the stronger ones.
They're a lot more like this.
A little stronger. We tried to say the weakest this time. But there's probably another 10.
No mother.
There were 2 mothers, but one was kind of rejecting her pup, wasn't really feeding it. She was kind of keeping it close, wouldn't let it go away, but she wasn't feeding it. One of the, I think she was feeding it. We didn't see any suckling at all the whole day. A lot of crying.
We do that stuff. No more. Not sickness or anything, because otherwise, I mean, she would have bought much earlier. So it goes to real fucking time now that it's just starvation.
We've got explained yearlings as well, largely.
That's what these guys are. These are all from the city. You can see most of them are female. They can just keep their food down. Maybe got a fucking chance.
Now the daily routine had started. His next stint would start at about 4 a.m. This was going to carry on for potentially another year.